Henry Roth is a veterinarian at Sea Life Park, Hawaii, on Oahu. He has a strict policy of only dating visiting tourists to avoid any serious commitments. His closest friends include Ula, a marijuana-smoking islander, Alexa, his androgynous assistant, his pet African penguin, and Jocko, a walrus that lives at the park. One day, Henry's boat breaks down, so he heads to the Hukalau Cafe to wait for the Coast Guard. There, he notices Lucy Whitmore making architectural art with her waffles. Assuming she is a local, he decides not to introduce himself. However, he finds himself unable to forget about her, even when trying to return to his usual flings with tourists. The next day, he returns to the cafe and has breakfast with Lucy. They instantly connect, and Lucy asks to see him again the next morning. However, when he meets her the following day, she has no recollection of ever meeting him. Sue, the cafe owner, explains to Henry that Lucy was in a car accident the year before while picking a pineapple for her father Marlon's birthday. A cow had wandered onto the road, causing the crash. Lucy suffered a form of amnesia in which she remembers everything up until the night before the accident. However, any new experiences she has during the day are lost when she goes to sleep. To protect her from the heartbreak of learning about her condition daily, Marlon and Lucy's steroid-addicted, lisping brother Doug reenact Marlon's birthday every single day. Despite Sue's warning, Henry attempts to have breakfast with Lucy again. However, he unintentionally upsets her, and when he follows her home to apologize, Marlon and Doug firmly instruct him to stay away. Alexa later advises Henry to look for a loophole in their warning. Realizing that Marlon only told him to stay away from the cafe, Henry devises creative ways to, accidentally, run into Lucy on the road. Over the following days, he impresses her repeatedly through a series of first dates and chance encounters. Marlon and Doug eventually allow Henry to continue seeing Lucy. When they notice a major change in her routine, she begins singing the Beach Boys' Wouldn't It Be Nice while painting, something she had never done since the accident. One morning, as Henry is about to sit with Lucy at breakfast, she notices a police officer writing her a ticket for expired plates. This inadvertently exposes her family's ruse. Lucy is distressed to learn that her friends and family have been lying to her for so long. Henry realizes that Lucy's distress comes less from the memory loss itself, and more from the feeling of betrayal by her loved ones. He devises a new strategy to introduce her to the truth in a more gentle way. He and her friends create a video explaining her condition and her life since the accident, rather than allowing her to unknowingly repeat the same routine every day. They leave the video in her room with a note instructing her to watch it when she wakes up. This method allows Lucy to calmly process her reality each morning. The approach works, and her relationship with Henry flourishes. However, there are humorous setbacks, such as when Lucy and Henry sleep together, only for her to wake up the next morning and attack him, thinking he's a stranger in her bed. Over time, Henry and Lucy refine their daily routine. However, Lucy eventually discovers that Henry has canceled his long-planned research study on walruses in Bristol Bay to stay with her and help her manage her condition. Realizing that she is holding him back from his dreams, Lucy makes the heartbreaking decision to break up with him. With tears in their eyes, they destroy her journal entries about their relationship, effectively erasing their time together so she won't remember him when she wakes up. Weeks later, as Henry prepares to finally leave for his research study, Marlon gives him a Beach Boys CD as a parting gift. While listening to Wouldn't It Be Nice, Henry breaks down in tears. Suddenly, he realizes something. Lucy only ever sang that song on the days they met, suggesting that she has some form of subconscious memory retention. With renewed hope, Henry abandons his trip and rushes to the Art Institute where Lucy now teaches. Although she does not remember him, she reveals that she dreams about him every night and has been painting images of their adventures together. Recognizing this as a sign, they happily reconcile. Sometime later, Lucy wakes up to a videotape labeled, "Good Morning, Lucy." As she watches, the tape once again reminds her of her accident, but then transitions into footage of her wedding to Henry. Henry's voice on the tape tells her to put on a jacket and come upstairs for breakfast when she's ready. Lucy then steps onto the deck of a boat, Henry's boat, which has finally made it to Alaska. She looks around in awe before reuniting with Henry, Marlon, and their young daughter, Nicole. Thank you for watching, and see you again in another movie.